core set, here we go. And as usual, our rare is not really a bomb rare. Alright, well, let's see what else we have. We have the Uncaged Fury, we have some removal in Chandra's Outrage and the Agonizing Siphon. Dawning Angel, we all know what that does. Druid, Bow, I feel like this is a nice card in Constructed, and if we could make the Elementals deck happen, then maybe. I don't know that I like it as a first pick. I think I prefer either one of the Removal or the Leafkin Druid. I feel like those would be better starting points. So if I were by myself here and not streaming, I think my pick would be either Chandra's Outrage or the Druid. Maybe the Druid because it's less of a commitment, and it is well, just a strong card. I don't think I've seen this in any decks at all in my limited travels, actually. So what say ye, my friends? Druid or Outrage? I think my pick would be the Druid. Uncaged Fury is not a bad choice, but I think I'd rather pick it once I know once I'm in red. Yeah. The Vamp. Oh yeah, this guy. Hello, Rattlorian. Good to see you. All right, so far we have one pick for the Outrage, 2 picks for the Outrage. Works for me. All right, what do we got here? We have this War Chief. The Lich is nice. Another Angel. Murderer. I feel like Murder is something that we are loath to pass up. I do like the Lich, though. Yeah, I can't imagine that that anything besides the Murder is going to really grab us. Go Outrage or Siphon, no green. Okay, I'm not sure I'm following Old Sickback's comment. I also suspect that it is from the previous pick. Yeah. All right, I think Murder is what we're gonna go for here. Excuse me. Yep. So Loyal Pegasus, Winged Words. Nothing here is really a clear pick for us, I think. The Digger, if we end up in red, but we're not committed to any color at all yet by any stretch. You know, the Pegasus, if the white-blue Flyers thing is a way to go. Yeah, the Winged Words is fine. Yeah. I like where your heads are at, my friends. I do like it. Okay. Moving along. Is it? Is it true? Okay. We could go for the Chains Berserker to as another red card. You know, again, nothing. You know, maybe the Sprite. The Sprite is fine. Yeah, the Berserker is fine also. And the only two here that do appeal to me would be the Berserker or the Sprite. Yeah, that is true. The Sprites will undoubtedly show some more. Okay. Makes sense to me. The Cutthroat, if we want to keep the Black Dream alive. This is an interesting card in the right deck, but we don't seem to be headed in that direction at all. Although there are a number of blue cards here. Rage, maybe the Mastiff actually. It's serviceable. In a vacuum, I definitely like the Cutthroat better. I like the Cutthroat. We're doing it. Oh boy. Maybe an Evolving Wilds in case we want to go into a third color. The War Chief is unexciting at best. I've never seen it really do good work. Yeah, I like the Evolving Wilds, and that Aeronaut. We will undoubtedly be seeing more of them. Skeleton is rarely bad. I'm happy to take that. The Predator is fine. I think Skeleton is what I would pick here. Colossus Hammer. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Bone Splinters and... Excuse me, the Bone Splinters and the Skeleton play nicely together. I think that's our likely pick here. Oh, 3 Thieves with the War Chief. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so since we are actually this could be interesting if we want to splash blue. Beyond that, I think I'd rather take the Fury though, because red is looking like a distinct possibility here. Alternately, the Blight Beetle, which, you know, unexciting as a main deck card. I think I would like the, especially with the Berserker. That's a good point. I like it. Yeah. Reckless Airstrike. I've seen people. Oh, well, here's another Skeleton. I'm okay taking another Skeleton. Again, works with our Bone Splinters. Yeah, I think so. Nothing here for us. Abomination is a possible, you know, as a possible meh finisher. Can't, unless somebody likes the Act of Treason. I only like the Act of Treason like in a dedicated red deck or something like that. I think it has to be the Abomination. Infuriate, as in, it's, you know, it's not a bad trick. Almost as good as Giant Growth. Alternately, the blue card in case we might possibly go in that direction. I actually think I like the Sprite better. Maniacal Rage, I think not. Sure, we'll take the Aeronaut now. And a Predator. Excuse me. Alrighty. So the Elvish Reclaimer is an interesting card. I've seen it in play both on my side and on the other side, and I've not been terribly impressed with it in either situation. I have never actually, except for creatures I control, the flying. I'm happy to take it. I don't see anything here that I feel like we'd be really hurting on, and I don't think I have too many in my collection anyway. The alternative is a blood burglar, which is not very exciting, at least not at this point. Herald of the Sun, cool. Okay, we could splash green for this guy. Oh, shock. I think we want a shock. Yeah, I think we want a shock. Shock it is. Cerulean Drake, no thank you. Okay, blue is not looking like much of a thing right now, so Agonizing Siphon is going to be what we take. If the Massive comes back, I wouldn't mind. Another Flame Sweep. Isn't that interesting? I'm happy to take a second Flame Sweep. If one sweep is great, two, well, I don't know about that. I think we want another sweep. Again, I have clean sweep. I have no experience playing it, so yeah. We have the Digger, or the Vial, or the Vampire. Interesting. These are identical on stats, but this does have something of an upside, so clearly this is objectively better for us. Because it's instant, indeed. Really? You like the Retributive Wand? For Fathom. Oh, or Fathom. What Fathom are we talking about? Wand works with the Spitfires. I'm missing something. Oh, it works with the Cutthroat. Yes, good point. It would also work with the Ogre Siegebreaker Ogre, whatever, if we happen to pick that up. Sure, I'm willing to give it a go. I haven't tried it yet. Why not? So here we have a Marauder's Axe or an Elemental, or the Dragon Mage. I feel like the Elemental is what we want here. While I'm at it, I'm going to move these blue cards out. I think the Elemental is what we want for some beef. Something in between our Aeronaut and our will the Ember Cat come back? It's possible, I guess. I much prefer to play the Ember Cat if I can get a Chandra into play. Okay, well here's that Vampire that we can use to hope for the Sorin in Pack 3, but I'm not seeing anything else that is even close. Unless you happen to like the Tectonic Rift, which I would be quite shocked at. Oh, so I am guilty of doing this. Let me move this chat stream over. Okay, sorry about that. So now you can see what we have a little bit better. I think I like the Scorch Spitter better than the Digger. Spitter and then the Digger. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. Here we could go for Cryptic Caves, which is not terrible, but the Burglar is probably a smarter pick, given that we seem to be pretty well settled into black and red at this point. So I'm liking the Burglar, unless somebody can make a convincing argument for the Cryptic Caves. Yeah. Another skeleton. We already have an abomination. The skeleton is fine. If we happen to pick up a blood-soaked altar, then that might work for us, possibly. For the skull throne. Indeed. Digger. Sure, Vial of Dragonfire. Another vampire. And we ended up with our Tectonic Rift anyway. And Mystic Fort. This figure's nice. I'm thinking this figure's going to be what we want. Mystic Forge. Boy, I'm just not happy about getting these ho-hum rares. Well, I can't complain too much. I've had some good rares in past drafts. I think, yeah, there are a lot of terrible rares, that is for sure. Yeah, I can't imagine anything. Oh, I mean, there's another Siphon, but the Disfigure, I mean, it's instant, it's really cheap. There's another Murder that's looking very promising. Scuttlemud is interesting. Reduced to Ashes. Yeah, pretty sure Murder is what we're going for here. Unless somebody thinks I should pick up a Reduced to Ashes over it. I'd be quite shocked if that were the case. Murder it is. There's an Audacious Thief. That looks pretty promising. The Scorcher is good. I feel like it's at its best in an Elementals kind of a deck. The Brawler is also fine, actually. Three interesting choices. The Scorcher, the Thief, and the Brawler. What do we like, friends? And while you're considering that, I want to see who's here. Is there anybody here who has not yet gotten a code? Nope. Okay. Mana Curve, excellent question. Here's what we have so far. We have 4 creatures in the 1 spot and 3 removal in the 1. Boy, we have a lot of efficient removal here. We have 2 guys in the 2 slot. In 3, we have the 2 vampires, the Digger. Those are seriously replaceable. The Brawler could be a thing. We have a few other elementals here. The Predator, we already have 1, so that's not interesting. I actually like the Thief or the Brawler. We have nothing in the 4 spot. I feel like it's either the Brawler or the Thief. They're both really good choices. Blade Brand is not bad, but it pales compared to the Thief or the Brawler. Thoughts? In the absence of works for me. Good tiebreaker argument there. Sorcerer, not too terrible. Undead Servant, no thank you. You could go for another Uncaged Fury. That you clicked and somehow got a different... No, that's never happened to me. Oh, I didn't even notice the Smuggler. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I didn't even notice the... Yeah, great. No, that has never happened to me, Misaki. If you don't mind, I'm going to change the layout so I can see the cards more clearly. Another Cutthroat, not terrible. Another Spitter, not terrible. I think I like the Cutthroat a little bit better at this point. Oh, okay. Um, we already have a bunch of 1-drops. We have a few. We have a couple 3-drops. 4-drops we have. We have 2. And with the smuggler. That works fine. Chandra's Spitfire, I think we like that. Yeah, with these spitters, that's even better. Definitely like the Spitfire here over the Scorcher. Yeah. Oh, Soul Savage. Nice. Pretty sure that's what we want. There's nothing else that's even close. I'm gonna just take it. Great. So another spitter. That's funny. Sure. That would be our 3rd spitter, I think. Indeed it does. The Raider I think is fine. I'm gonna go back to this view, especially since we're coming down to the home stretch. Yeah, I think the Raider is what we want here. We already have one of these. Reduced to ashes, definitely. That's kind of a late one. Oh, this is funny. And a brawler. Wow. This is really something. Yeah, they really did. That's crazy. Do we have enough to go mono red actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Not quite. So do we like a second Uncaged Fury better, or do we like an axe better? I feel like the axe could be good on the Berserker. It could be good on one of our spitters. And again, it's either that or our second Fury. I do like the axe here. So we're getting the axe. It does indeed. This is all nothing. Sure, another aeronaut. And a golem. Alright, we have many cuts to make. Many cuts to make. So first we're going to start with these really uninteresting 3-drops. We have lots of removal. I think the Vile Dragonfire can go. Yeah, so let me move the chat stream over again. Okay, apologies that I keep forgetting to move it. All right, so I've already cut the 2 vampires. I cut the digger, and I cut a Vial of Dragonfire. We still have 11 more cuts to make. I think 2 aeronauts is too many. 1 maybe too many. Burglar is fine. Splinters. All of this removal is fine. We have 1 bone splinters. 3 skeletons. Probably is too much. Meanwhile, I'm going to cut the stone golem. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. Still have lots and lots of cuts. Salvage we like. Audacious Thief we definitely like. Where is the wand? The retributive wand. going to cut it for the time being. We can always put it back if we need to. I think well, I don't know. The aeronaut can hit for 3 in the air, which is not bad. I feel like 2 flame sweeps is probably too much. I'm going to go ahead and cut one of them. Yeah. 6 more cuts to make. We currently have 17 creatures. Maybe the axe is probably asking for too much. What do you think? Do you think having 2 6-drops is necessary? I'm guessing that it probably isn't. I'll be honest, I'm actually tempted to cut one of the flame sweeps. I mean the other one. I'm really open to let me cut the abomination for now. One finisher. The feral abomination, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Trouble is, if we're going to go aggro, don't want to cut too many creatures. Yeah. Aeronaut. Yep. I think that's a good call. The Raider might also get the axe. So we have 1 skeleton, 1 bone splinters. I guess that's fine. And our final cut is maybe even the reduced to ashes. We have outrage, siphon, 2 murders, a shock, and a disfigure. Maybe reduced to ashes. Actually, it's kind of slow, and we have a lot of other removal. I mean, I hate to cut removal, but okay. Right. Okay. So I think we're all agreed that reduced to ashes. Again, I hate to cut removal, but we're not really hurting for same. All right. So here's our deck. Or at least a first version of it. 14 creatures. We have 4 1-drops. We have 2 2-drops. 1, 2, 3 3-drops. All right. I think the Evolving Wilds can... I don't know. Do you think it's worth keeping the Evolving Wilds in case we're hurting for... I actually kind of like it. It's kind of like having the come into play tapped dual land for us without the life gain benefit. And it can help to thin our deck a little bit. Let me look at the color requirements. We need a little bit more red. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard my entire comment, but I kind of talked myself out of cutting it. Okay. Any final changes before we give it a go? Add rage. What rage? The maniacal rage? Really? I see what you're doing, because we're looking like a pretty aggro deck here. We want to really get slamming in there. If we do that, though, that means another cut, maybe a land. Switch it for the Fury. Ooh, I don't know. I really like the Uncaged Fury. I like the Uncaged Fury because that can steal games out of nowhere. Alternately, leave it at 41 cards. If I cut wilds, tap lands. Not sorry, old sickback, not. Yeah, that's actually what I was just thinking. Alternately, we do have A6 drop, and I'm tempted to actually go with a 41 card deck. All right, so let's see if we can get a little bit closer just to some consensus here. So I'm going to make this side announcement for the benefit of a new name that I see in chat. The rest of you are already aware, but for those of you who may not be aware, I did participate in the early event, the early access event yesterday. I have some extra redemption codes to give away. I think most people here have already gotten the redemption code. If you are interested and have not spoken up, would love to hear. Ah, Substance, good to see you, man. You're an old time community member here. I am writing your name down. I'm not even going to go through any machinations. You are going to get your code sometime over the next day or two. Okay. It does always come into play tapped, but then, as I was saying, those dual lands that gain a life also come into play tapped. So you don't have any. There's no difference in terms of the tempo loss. So once you get the code, you can redeem it once the arena system updates tomorrow or after. It will get you 1,000 experience points. Okay, so meanwhile we're struggling with finalizing this deck. My personal preference, to be honest, is to leave it at 41 cards. Right, that 1,000 experience points is worth a level, so to get one for free, sure, why not? Okay, so here's what we could do. We could keep what we have at 41 cards. We could cut one land, because our curve is mostly kind of on the low side. We could cut the Maniacal Rage. We could cut an Uncaged Fury. I feel like those are our best options. In the absence of any comments, I'm going to dive into our first round and see what happens. Okay, I'll give it another second or two, partly because of the lag that the system always experiences. Okay, I'm clicking on done, and before I click on play, okay, so with the nod from Substance Q, what does that mean anyway? We will give it a try. How have you been, Substance? I haven't seen you on the stream in a while. I hope things are going all right with you. This is a perfectly keepable opening hand. We have a 1-drop and we have some early removal. Yeah, I think we have to keep this. Oh, congratulations. Is your baby newborn? How old's your baby? Boy, a girl? Oh boy. 8 months, so congratulations. Is this your first child? So we do have a pretty aggro start here, that's nice. Burglar! Does anybody have any objections to my disfiguring their burglar? I would rather hear from you before my rope goes. Okay, well, there's my rope. And another murder, so guess what we're going to evolve Wild for? And I'm going to do that now so that I don't forget to do it. I could siphon the I could siphon the druid. Seems like a waste of a siphon though. I don't mind trading off these two guys. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with both and see what he does. Suggestions? I see that Old Sicko's trying to veto the disfiguring. Sorry, we're past that point, of course. I'm okay with attacking with both. I don't mind that trade. And we will end the turn. I suppose I could soul salvage him once I have more stuff in the graveyard. Shaman. So all of you, my friends, I will ask. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to ask you to, when you make a comment like yes or no, please put some sort of a tag on it so I know which remark you're referring to. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, so Misaki, yes, I understood that's what he was doing, but I'm used to seeing guys do the shaman on their own library. Is it worth siphoning anybody? I think not. And let's see. He did shuffle back 2 lands. All I really need is one more mountain, and then I can do pretty much anything in the deck. Oh, was that a little bit of blue animation there before? I don't remember seeing it. And I am 100% on my mastery. So he's getting back both of those life gain guys. Okay. And a burglar. Splinters. Anything here worth splintering? I think not. But I am okay with siphoning his burglar. Does anybody object to my siphoning his burglar? I have too much. I don't know. Is there really such a thing as too much removal? Any objection to siphoning his burglar? So he still has that guy. And what will he follow up with? Oh, that's a good one to murder. Siphon the Bugler. Oh, Siphon and Burglar, yes. What? Oh, the yes. Okay. I feel like the lag for you sick back is pretty bad. So, sorry. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to Burglar. Actually, I'm gonna Skeleton, I think, so I can continue to block this guy. Oh, I forgot about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have a rope left. So that'll cost 4. Now we have to do it this way. So Burglar, and I'll consider to get rid of the Vorst Claw. Yeah, the lag is bad. I'm willing to trade these two. And let's murder his big guy. And let's see what he follows up with. The only thing I can salvage so far is the Burglar. He's got 2 soul salvages. That is just annoying. Just annoying, and he's gonna do this again. Oh boy. Chandra's outrage. That is funny. We're still at 23. I'm gonna do a bad bluff, and then we'll pass the turn. And he has his own skeleton. And the Horse Claw. 4, 5, 6, not enough. Well, that's pretty funny. That is funny. Alright, I think we're going to be taking 7 from this guy next. I need a creature to sack to get rid of this guy for the second time. To disrupt. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. There is nothing to do here. I guess I can shock this guy if I need to. Glad we have the one mountain. Would have been a much quicker game without it. He can still play this guy. 2 soul salvages. Okay, well that allows me to outrage something. Alright, well this game is not looking good, my friends. Alright, so I'll have to kill that on the next turn. By the way, my opponent's name is Andilesm. A-N-D-I-L-E-S-M. Oh boy. and they gain trample. So he's going to do the first ability.
Oh, I am going to love tearing this place to the ground.
Maybe if he gives them both to here, I can nullify it, but, you know. Yeah, fine.
My, how you've grown.
Chump blocker, not going to be enough, but let's see what we get. No, I don't see if there's anything I can do here. I'm going to dump the soul salvage. To draw another land, just what I needed. So I could get rid of this, but then I'll have lethal on the next turn. Yeah, this game is over, my friends. Does anybody see any lines that I could possibly stay alive for another turn? It's possible that he'll either disconnect or completely punt on his turn. In the absence of that, yeah, I am well aware of that. So again, he could just punt. Do I bother to bone splinters? Yeah, I'm gonna do it just on the off chance that he doesn't see it, but I'm sure he does because he did it last time. Yeah. So, right, he'll give this another counter, as you say. All right. I was hoping for the punt or the disconnect. Okay. Well, let's try for. Does anybody want to? Vivian. I've drafted Vivian maybe once. I'm not sure actually. We actually were mana flooded, which is kind of funny. Any changes? I feel like the deck is still decent. His 2 soul salvages really hurt us. It lined up well for him against our removal. Yeah, that is true. I know what you mean. All right, let's try another game. See if we can't do any better. And again, if there are any new people out in chat, let me know that you're there. If you'd like a redemption code for some extra experience points on Arena. You know, I didn't bother to notice who's first. My opponent is Xenon EB. Xenoneb. Okay, are we having any connection issues? Everything looks okay from here. Okay, what's going on? Connection is fine, otherwise the stream would be doing wacky things. I'd rather not concede. what is the story here? Oh my. Ah, we're waiting for Xenon to do something. Alright. I would rather wait and see what his rope does before I do anything else. There we go. So he goes first. I have a spitter. I have a disfigure. Well, I have a spitter. And then we'll follow up with this for a swamp. This is fine. We're keeping this. Yeah, the Wi-Fi that I have here is also bad. In fact, during the early days of my streaming some months ago, I was actually relying on the Wi-Fi for the stream, and it actually went fine for a few weeks. And then I finally had to pay the piper. The streams went completely wonky, and I bought an Ethernet cable, which is what I should have done to begin with. Yeah, they may be having connection issues, as you say. So I used to say that Mana Screw on the other side was my best chance for victory. Now that we're in Arena, bad connection could be just as good. I hear that message. Yeah, so as I said, bad connection is almost as good as Mana Screwage on the other side. Okay, so you know, we log a win, but that was not even remotely satisfying. And there's a turn 1 Scorch Spitter. Following it up with a Burglar. Too bad we don't go first. Okay, this is looking fine. 7 wins after that. Wow, good for you. Was that also Corset? Mind Rod, that's annoying. I feel like 1 Fury and 1 Swamp. What do you think, guys? 1 Fury, 1 Swamp? Suggestions, quickly or not at all. I wonder if he has more Mind Rods. I sure hope not. Wave Crasher. Cool. See, with that extra swamp, I could have done the Cutthroat next, but now I can't. I think I'd like to splinter the Spitter and the Crasher. So that's my move. If there's a, oh boy, I'm muting this guy. Okay, so I'm going to splinter Spitter into Crasher. Any objections? Let's hear them. trouble with Bone Splinters is that you are guaranteed to 2-for-1 yourself. Oh boy. Land, please. Thank you. So I can trade my burglar with this at worst and then siphon, or yeah, I'm gonna attack, and I think that's what I have to do. It does hurt a lot. Okay, so let's attack. Let's see what he does. Okay, that's not terrible. I get my life gain, and I'm going to siphon this guy. But he's getting a lot of value. Right? Because we're sort of even on board, although I'm ahead in life. But he has 3 cards, and I only have 1. Interesting. We're gonna play this and hold the cutthroat, and maybe we can get some more value out of it down the road. Oh boy. He has a bunch of those, doesn't he? Not cool. So this would just trade for that, which is a bad deal. I think I have to just play the cutthroat and pass. I don't like it though. Alright. Well, he's playing 2 of these, and he got them both into play. Why is everybody getting such good value out of their soul salvage, but not me? So if he's playing more, then he could get this back. So but he could get that back also. I don't think it matters. Yeah, of course. I'm not happy with how this is turning out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll take 6. My opponent's name is Oops, OOOPS. He's not playing like it. Right. Good heavens. Oh, that's the same one. I feel like, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can attack me for 11. Even if I hold back, the most I will still take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get me to 6. He has this guy coming up, and he can bounce one of these to get more value. I'm really very tempted to just concede because this is going so poorly. But let's hold back for a chump blocker and see if we can draw something that might help. Not good. Yeah. No. I'm done with this game. I don't feel I've played a good game yet so far in this entire series. Maybe this will be the game to turn it around. Okay, my friends, cross some fingers, and let's see if we can do any better. Well, he got some great work out of it that time. He recurred it once, he bounced it once. Alright. So this is a bad opening hand, but we do have a shock. Have both of our colors though. I think I have to keep. But we are on the draw. I do indeed. Alright, so we have to hope to draw into good stuff. That's not what I wanted to see. Now they're going a little bit slowly also, so that might help us. That's not going to help us. Certainly not without another swamp in play. Really? Really? I mean, come on. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. I feel like I want to do the cutthroat and follow it up with a rage, and possibly then a fury. I think that's what we want. Five. That was good. The winged words with an aeronaut. Scuttlebutt. Salvage. Another land would have been really nice. I'm gonna hold back so that I can murder his flyer, because I really need more lands to get this stuff happening appropriately. I don't want to hit him for 5, then him whack back for 5. Any thoughts on that line? In fact, I'm tempted to murder this right now before I can get any use out of it. Now, let's just pass and see if that line will work for us. Another land would have been very sweet here. Yeah, sure. If you play something crazy next turn, I can always murder it on my turn. Another aeronaut, really? Why? You know, I really hate getting destroyed by bad cards. I just do. Disfigure, really? Alright, I'm gonna leave him. This is just silly. I could Fury and hit him for 8. Ugh. No, I need more lands in order to do things. Oh, come on. I am not happy with how this series is going. Not happy at all. And he's going to play something that is very threatening. Really? Really? I could play the spitter and then murder something? I guess that's what we have to do. I'm gonna have to trade the spitter for this and murder that. Unless he does something in the meantime. You said it, Misaki. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, of course. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna take 5 from those guys. Sure, let's just do this. If he has another unsummon, that'll be really annoying. Well, there's a land. I have only the spitter in here, so I think we have to play the cutthroat. And block one of his creatures. I think we'll have to block the Scuttlemutt. And hope that he, I mean, I sound like one whiny baby here, don't I? I'm not happy. I will try not to sound like a whiny baby. He might have a shock. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, now so much for that. And that's it, my friends. And he had both. Wow. What a terrible series. Holy moly. Anything good? That was just embarrassing. And on top of it, a blah rare. Alright. I think that's gonna do it. This is one of the shortest streams in history? You know what? Let me think for a minute. Okay, so I see a bunch of people in chat. I know Misaki has been being extremely helpful. I see Radalorian is still there. I know it's bad protocol to call people out. I have a good amount of gold. I have a good amount of gems. Do you folks want to see the beginning of another draft? I don't usually do this, but I have some currency to spend. I do have to stop by like 2 o'clock at the latest, but I'm willing to start one. Thoughts? I'm happy to let you guys drive the bus on this one. Okay, so you're going in half an hour. If anybody else is interested in seeing the draft, the deck, deck building, and a game or two, I would be interested in people being able to stick around for about an hour or so. So, anybody else interested? What kind of work do you do, Misaki, if you don't mind my asking? Papa JRBX2. Are you new to our stream? Oh, okay. Sounds like it could be fun, actually. Papa JRBX2. Are you new to our stream? If so, welcome. I'm jotting down your handle so that I can send you. Welcome to our stream. I am jotting down your handle so I can send you a redemption code. Let me make sure I get it right. PAPAJR. So Papa Junior BX2. Don't want to push myself too hard, but if you do give me a follow, it'll be easier to send you this code via Whisper. Just suggesting. Sure, let's go for another draft. And let's see if we can do any better than we did in that one. So our first picks are typically unexciting. The Reclaimer is okay. The Warlord is not bad if you can get it going. The Angel is of course fine in our blue-white Flyers deck. No. In answer to your question, Misaki, I do not. Perhaps I should. Sometimes for the collection. But only for the collection, more if I think that I might have some use for them. For the gems, not so much. There is very little here that is really first pick worthy. That is so typical. I'm willing to try the Reclaimer or the Warlord. The Spitfire. Yeah. And white is typically undervalued. We may get some good white cards coming our way. Don't have Arena. That's too bad. All right. I am going to delete that. That code could go to somebody else then. Or I may send it to you anyway in case you do get Arena. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So Papa Junior, you're getting your thing. I'm gonna go for the Warlord, and let's see if we can't really force green white better. So we have the Fencing Ace. Yeah, and there's not much else here that we're really missing out on anyway. So the Fencing Ace may be a thing, or the Chaplain. So this is going to be a very experimental draft, I think. The Chaplain, the Sentinel is just bad. I feel like, well, that's fine, but there's nothing else here that really is good. The Boneclad is fine. We've seen it do good work before. But we will be seeing more of these as we go, almost certainly. And if we can turn this into a go-wide deck, that would be fine. All right, so Papa, new to the stream, let's hear what you think about all this. Can be splashed, that is true. So if that is so, we could go with the Might of the Masses, and so if we don't commit, as per your advice, which is usually good advice, drafting the hard way as we call it, the Necromancer is like the only other card I'd even consider here, and it is, it's black heavy. That is true for each creature. I like that better. Let's do that. Alright, so here's some removal, which we might like. The Stormkin is fine. Oh, okay, so you're relatively new to Magic. War of the Spark is a really difficult set for me. The Pattern Matcher could be interesting. Crasher, in case we end up with some elementals. The Siphon is just fine removal. Not really clear what our direction might be here. The Growth Cycle. I had real trouble drafting more of the Spark. Yeah, the Planeswalkers are fun to play with for sure, but I always felt like my brain was on overload when I was playing War of the Spark. Too many to keep track of, and they are very swingy. Yeah, that. Well, that's true, but you know, I would get one of those as well, but then like never see it. I play paper as much as I can. I find it much more enjoyable than Arena. Okay, meanwhile, friends, wouldn't mind. Actually, this could be an interesting pick. This is fine elementals, but it's, you know, we're committing to two colors. You know, again, black removal, green. This is fine. I feel like either the Highlands or a pattern matcher, actually. Yeah. Let's try that. The Druid would help this theme. The Dawning Angel would be fine. Could end up in mono green, actually. Splashing white. I'm going to go for the Druid here. It is strong no matter how you slice it. The Ferocious Pup would help us with this other stuff. The Blossoming Sands might not be bad. I just as soon try for the pup. Do midnight? The only midnight events that I'm aware of, Papa Jr. are I can't think of the word. They are involved with pre-release events. Sometimes release events too, but certainly for pre-releases. I'm tempted to go with the Ferocious Pup to really see if we can't push this go wide theme. Thanks to Shapiro. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Papa Jr. Really appreciate it. And it will, as I say, it will make it easier to send you the code once we're done. You probably won't see that for a day or two. Meanwhile, what do you think, guys? Pup or be more responsible? Hello, Radalorian. We went down in flames. Didn't work out well. Well, Misaki said we had bad luck. I'm inclined to agree, but I hate to whine too much. I do tend to whine too much. I'm sorry. So we're trying another draft here. I don't think I'm going to have time to finish it, but willing to try. That works for me. So our first pick here, Radalorian, was Iron Root Warlord, and I'm going to see if we can't make a go wide white-green theme work for us. We're getting decent cards in other colors, but nothing terribly amazing. I like Misaki's advice on the land. Okay, so now the only on-color creature is this guy. But there's nothing else here that's terribly amazing outside of the bow. I'm not unhappy to take the Sentinel unless we want to make a bow theme work. And if we have a lot of creatures, yeah, let's go for the Griffin. Creatures is definitely what we want. The Wilds is fine. The Pup is better than the Ox as far as I'm concerned. I think that's what we want. I'm going to try to blow through this draft a little bit more quickly, guys. So if you have an opinion, really bring it right up. Healer of the. I think I like the angel better than the healer. The flying is and the life gain is great. Wolfkin Bond. It's another creature, but it's really only one creature. I think the bond. No, the bond. It's more wolf for the pack. Yeah. All right, sure, why not? So I feel like this is a bad deck, whatever. So Angelic Gift. It draws a card. This is more likely to play than the other one. So a Chaplain is fine. Stone Golem, sure, why not? And if we somehow end up in black, let's take the Blade Brand. Sure. Drawn from Dreams, good blue card. We could either go for another creature or the Pacifism. I think Pacifism is what we want. That could well be true. The black cards in here are uninteresting. I wouldn't mind this for my collection, actually. But I think for our draft, the Pacifism is what we want. Wow, the white and green just aren't happening. There's another angel. We could take the angel. This is so removal. I think we want the angel. Yeah, you like the isolation? I'm fine with that. Why not? The sentry is good. Oh, Meteor Golem. Let's go for the Golem. Oh no. Burst is green and some bombs. That is true. The spider is fine, but I feel like the Golem is something that we would really like to play. We do have the one Leafkin Druid. Yeah. The Soulmender is silly. The Squad Captain, if we really hit the... We are indeed. This would work out fine if we can really make the go wide thing happen. Spider is almost always a safe pick. Radalorian, Papa Jr., any thoughts on the captain? Yeah, I hear that. But the green-white creature is only one creature. And spider is safer. Let's go for safe. Rabid Bite. We don't have a lot in the way of big creatures, but we're hoping to get there. I think Rabid Bite. You like the axe. The axe is fine. Splash black for the night. I would rather take the bite. It's just straight up removal in most cases. Yeah, I agree with that. We could do another bond. The Crasher is better. Another Sands. I think the Crasher is just a fine card. Another Squad Captain and another Angel. Let's see what our curve is looking like so far. I don't know if the Ox is going to make our deck or not. We have... Yeah. Works for me also. Sorry, I'm going to change the view again because my eyesight is not what it used to be. Oh, and my... Let me move the stream over. I keep forgetting to do this. Sorry, guys. There, so now we can see what we already have. Ironwood is not an elemental. That is true. I'm not terribly interested in elementals at this point for this draft. This is a solid 2-drop. How are we on 2-drops? I think we want the Inquisitor. Alternately, the Dragonfire. I think it has to be the Inquisitor. Again, if you have any thoughts, let's hear them. Interesting. We could go for the captain now or grab another angel. What happened to the angel? What happened to the angel that we already... There it is. The gorilla... Oh, right, I didn't notice the gorilla. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I was so focused on the other stuff. Not a lot of choice here. It has to be the angel. Right, so we did grab the silverback. I almost didn't notice it. Mono angels. That would have been very, well, interesting. I think it has to be the sentinel here. Another spider is fine with... Oh, the trick is nice. How are we on creatures so far? Give my silverback flying. How do I do that? Yeah, I'm actually liking the... How do I give my silverback flying? That would be cool, though. With the angelic gift. I hear that. Is the angelic gift going to make our deck? I think it unlikely. Hello, Rask J. Good to see you again. Yes, and I'm glad you're here. Why is that? Quick sideboard. I don't know if you're aware, but I was privileged to participate in the early access event yesterday. Part of that was I got a bunch of codes to give out. You are getting one. The code, you can redeem it on Arena. Be sure to wait until after the upgrade tomorrow, and it will give you an extra 1,000 experience points. That's good for a free level up. So let me make sure I have that. RASK JD IFUF, and you are already a follower. Thank you for that. So should have no problems finding you. Here we are. We're going with a wacky green-white go-white deck. See if we can make it happen. Take a look at what we've got. You can take a better look here. Right now, the choices confronting us are an invocation, a spider, or a sentinel. I feel like the spider or the isolation are the realistic choices here. Okay, did everybody get all of that? Will it be? Who knows? This is our second draft. Our first deck we went black-red, and we pretty much crashed and burned. Combination of some bad plays, a lot of bad luck. I'm going to go for the invocation. I do like it. We'll go for the Soulmender. Will it see play? Here's another Bond. Unlikely. Also unlikely. And a Forest. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. We're passing it up. How bad for us. Okay, so we have lots of choices here in our colors. The Griffin Protector, which could be interesting because the Troll is interesting. The Vorskla is not bad. I kind of like the Protector. Anytime we get a, every time we can bring a Ferocious Pup into play. Where is that? Where are those guys? Then, yeah, I think I like the Protector here. And the flying is always fine. There you go. Mana curve for the tie-breaking aspect. Oh, this is such a good card. Wow, good black cards here. Thief. The Vulture is playable, and this is so good. For our deck, however, Inspired Charge, of course. Yes, thank you. Don't mind racking up some more creatures. Raise the Alarm is what we want, almost certainly. Alarm, heck yes. Angel of Vitality. It's a 2/3 flyer in our deck, and that's fine. So we did grab the Inspiring Charge. Papa Jr., I feel like you're observing of the stream may be suffering from too much lag. Maybe if you reload your stream, it might help. Worth a try. Season. What season? Season? Oh, Season of Growth. Or the Griffin. Yeah, I think another Griffin Protector is fine. The Angel of Vitality, just the 2/3 flyer. There's more upside to the Griffin, I think. What do we like better, the Griffin or the Angel? I think those are our two choices. Season of Growth is interesting, but I really want to chalk up on a bunch of creatures. Yeah, I've seen Season of Growth on the other side a lot. Yeah, I'm going with Rask's and all that other stuff. Okay, meanwhile, another Griffin Protector. Aerial Assault. We need more removal, and we're, yeah, definitely. Gauntlets of Light. We see. Oh, another Raise the Alarm or a Spider. These are all fine. I feel like Raise the Alarm is what we want, though. We have the gauntlets on our Griffins. The two Griffin Protectors. It'll become a 3/3 or a 4/4 or 3/4. Do we really have that many? Let's take a look. We have the Chaplain, we have the Inquisitor, the Sentinel, the Druid. We only have 4 2-drop creatures. Yeah, I'm some beef here is not bad. Although we already do have a 7-drop. A 6-drop and a 7-drop. This is best of 1. The Alarm I find intriguing also. The Spider is a good middle-of-the-road kind of thing. Although we have a bunch of 5-drops. There's no way we're playing 3 Wolfkin Bonds. In fact, let me move 2 of those to the side for now. Yeah, I feel like Spider is a good middle, is a good, what's the word, is a good compromise between the Raise the Alarm and the Vorst Claw. But I do have a bunch of flyers. That is true. Let's go for the gauntlets. It's done good work for us before in the past. A second Inspired Charge? That's an interesting thought. There's really nothing else except for the Sentinel. Second Inspiring Charge, why not? So we could go for another one of these guys. Or another one of these 2-drops. Yeah, I like that. Another angelic gift. Stone Golem? Oh. Maybe Manifold Key to make unblockable. I mean, it's certainly, you know, I don't think it's any worse than any of the other choices. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Moment of Heroism could be fine. It's either Vial or Moment. Let's go for the Moment. The Aegis could be interesting. Another Sentinel. Have I ever played against or with a key? I don't think I have, actually. Willing to try it. Why not? Do we like the Sentinel, a second Sentinel better, or do we like another Aegis? Or an Aegis? Willing to try it. Nothing else there. Sure, let's take an uncommon for the collection. We could main deck this, which I'm not planning on. Okay, let's put this thing together. This is a deck unlike any I have played, and we have a bunch of cuts to make. We have this for each creature. I don't know. All right, what are we getting rid of? Let's get rid of the Sentinel. Angelic Gift. I'm going to cut it for now. We can always put it back in. Reposition. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Okay, I hope that's better. Alright. The key is situational, but, you know, let's put it aside. We like all... The Stone Golem is going away. The Wolfkin Bond, I don't know yet. We have 18 creatures. Given the style of this deck, I'd like to really keep as many as I can. Wolfkin Bond, I'm okay with that. The Stone Golem is already gone. I will indeed, Misaki. Have a great day at work. Soulmender is not very... Oh, I have two of them. I certainly don't want two. It's good in a life gain synergies deck. Clearly, that's not what this is. And again, prefer not to cut too many creatures. I think 2 Inspired Charges is not what we want. Moment of Heroism, Gauntlets of Light. Those are all cards that I would consider cutting. The Lifelink could be interesting. This is likely... I'm going to cut the Moment. The Lifelink I'm going to hope is... I'm going to hope the Lifelink is irrelevant. Might of the Masses is more efficient compared to Moments of Heroism. The Ox is the 0-4. Yeah, I'm cutting the Ox because I feel like it's just stupid. We're down to 43. We may cut 1 land because we top out at 5 except for 1 7-drop. Angel Ansel. I agree with the Soulmender. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 2-drops, 4 if you can't raise the alarm. I think I would like to run a 41 card deck. Here's my thinking. We top out at 5. That would normally imply a 16 land deck. But we do have this 1 7-drop. So that brings us back to 17, but it is only 1. So I feel like 41 cards is a fair compromise. So with that in mind, let me see what our color requirements are. We need more white than green. I'm going to cut 1 plains. And this is the deck that I propose to put into action. Thoughts? Okay. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Oh, so hang on just a minute. Let me go back to the deck, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this for Misaki. So print screen, and I will try to remember to deal with that later. Okay. 16 is risky, but again, we're mostly topping out at 5. I think it's worth the risk. Anybody else want to weigh in on that one? And you know, if we seem to be mana flooded for 4 games in a row, and I don't think this stream is going to last that long, we can always switch up. Okay, and we hit play. This is entirely different than the deck that our first draft ended up with. Let's see if we can do any better. I am super stoked. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it. How about you? Alright, so I guess we can start with Raise the Alarm. It'll be a while before we can get these guys going. 35,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. I would love to be better. I feel like I'm not terrible, but I feel like I'm not terribly good either. What do you think, guys? Is this worth keeping? We can start with Raise the Alarm, but it's not really coming at the time we want it to. And this is a late game card. These are both later game cards. If you're usually doing 2 and 3 and 3 and 3, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, actually. Well, I'm glad we got a forest. Okay, so I think we're going to flash in the guys at the end of his turn and then follow up with the Sentinel. What do you think? Does he have an instant? Because he could do some sort of an instant and buff it. What do you think, guys? Block with 2 or block with 1? 2 or 1? Let's hear you. It's a single keystroke vote. Nice, because I was afraid he would have a trick and be able to do a thing. That's true. Good point. So we're not going to attack. I think I like the druid better, so we can get our shaman going next turn. Yes, exactly. Oh boy, is this a mill deck? Really? I have never yet played against a mill deck. Well, let's see what happens. So every time he plays a blue creature, I'm going to mill 4. That does not... and if he's mono blue, then I could be in trouble. Trouble is he only trades... Well, they were stuck on lands, but not anymore. Oh boy, this is bad. So what did he get? Lots of good stuff. He got my rabid bite. That's annoying. Trouble is this. Oh boy. I was gonna say it trades, but it's not trading now. Alright. Let's get an angel going so we can start our aerial attack, I think. And we have no good attacks. We pass the turn. Okay, that's pacifism. A little bit too late, actually, but all right. Let's let's attack in the air, and we'll bring out. Excuse me. We'll bring out our chaplain and our sentinel. And let's see if we can get one of those go wide payoffs in the near future. Ooh. Okay. Does he have a trick? Let's see what happens. I don't mind making him use a trick. No. I hear that. Okay. That's fine. Actually, it's not so fine. Tap target creature. That's interesting. So I could pacify this, swing for 5. Should we assault one now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, yes, thank you. What do you think? Pacify this guy? Or I could do that once. Actually, I don't mind putting Aegis on him. And 3, 4, 5, 6. And he'll crack back for 5, which I don't mind. Yeah. And I guess I'm not the only one around here who can gain life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of pointless. Because he can chump block, and I'll gain a little life. I don't care about that. So let's swing in the air. And bring this guy out. Okay, this is actually going better than the other draft was. Except for that. Ah, look at that. Okay, so we swing first. He may be holding on to a murder or something. Okay. And if so, then good for him. Ooh. Let's play this first. Buff our guy. And I'm gonna pacify him. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna pacify him, or I could just take the win. Nice. Yeah. Way to go, team. That was interesting. Let's keep going, see if we can take this any further. That was nice. Okay, we have a couple of 2-drops. This is fine. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Whoops. Excuse me. We have no 1-drop, so this is a clear choice. Blood Burglar. Okay, so I think we want to start with... Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good question. I think I'm going to start with the Chaplain, actually, so that they don't trade. I'd rather get more benefit out of him by being able to give him first strike. So Chaplain is my call. If there's anybody out there who disagrees, now's the time to say so. Again, we need... and that's what we have, and that's what we're doing. If it was wrong, then so be it. Oh my gosh.
I drink only the finest.
Yeah, sure.
Smell well aged. My bloodline flows through you.
I think we're going to aerial assault that. So what happens? So he'll gain life either way. It has death touch. Yeah, we're not going to block. We're going to assault that. And hope that he cannot follow with any more creatures.
That was the act of a coward.
Oh boy. That's a hell of a turn 3 drop. Okay, so at this juncture, I think I'd rather play the Inquisitor in the hopes of being able to get him more damage. Oh no, what am I saying? Protector for sure. What am I saying? Exactly. I think I have to keep pinging him. Yeah, that's a pain. And if he's stuck on lands, then obviously that'll help us. No, he found his lands. Too bad for us. Oh, don't you hate it when the other guy just finds the answers he needs? I guess I like the Spide. No, I'm gonna go with the Inquisitor. Oh boy, this is hard. I'm gonna go with the Inquisitor. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Radalorian. Let's go with that. I was just thinking the Inquisitor I could, if need be, give him first strike on the next combat. Like that. And he got back his burglar. Good for him. I can't imagine what he's going to do here. I mean, he can do this. And he got his vampire back. Okay, I have no good attacks. So at this point, I think we have to get the Druid and the Sentinel. I would love to be able to ping him for one. Yeah, it has to be the Druid and the Sentinel. He'll trade out his Digger. Okay, I'll go along with that. Good call, Radalorian. Thank you. Okay, so Druid. And Inquisitor. So what can he do here?
This is but a taste of my power.
Not cool. So this is lifelink and death touch. No, I'm gonna take it. Ugh. I could swing at everybody. That's exact. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All three of these guys are going to attack, and he's gonna have to triple. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. That's true. Good call. So what is he doing here? I think I would rather trade my Inquisitor for 2 creatures and then bring out the Protector. I think that's better. Okay. If he has a shock, then he has a shock. That's true. He could shock before I give it first strike. Good call, Rask. I did not think of it. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, and let's get this guy going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Druid! Okay. Alright, so his Sorin is going to die next turn for sure. The planes would be nice. Oh boy, yeah, that's going to hurt. Ooh. One more, I do have one more land. Okay, so here's what's happening. We're going to get rid of this guy. Well, let's attack first. Yeah. If he has a trick, good for him. He might have an Infuriate or something like that. And his burglar is definitely getting isolated next turn, and then we're following up with our pup.
Darkness will
Okay, so
always
isolation.
return.
And ferocious pup. Okay. Suppose I could have done the ferocious pup next turn. That would have been smarter. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus. Woo! 7 plus. Oh, he's got way too much life. So let's attack with everybody. Or do we just take the win? Wow. Yes. Nice. I'm very pleased. Alright then, indeed. Anything good here? Another golem. Cool. Alright, we plow ahead. This is nice. And to think it all started with the Iron Root, whatever the heck that guy is. Okay, my opponent is Rafuda. I go first. Magic is awesome. Best game ever invented. Oh, this is weird. One more land that I can start with the pup, which is not terrible. The gauntlets is fine. What do you? This is a risky keep for sure. Do you think it's worth risking? I like the mulligan. What do you guys think? What do you other guys think? If we were on the draw, I would certainly mulligan. But to go first, I don't know. Works for me. Okay, that's better. And we're going to bottom the Crasher. Yeah. We're going to keep these. And oh, maybe the Angel. I hate to bring the Angel down. I think it has to be the Angel. Oh, I have to drink it over. Okay. All right. Done and done. And here we are. Okay, let's get this silly guy going, and friends, I need you to tweak whatever karma you can to get me a land on the next draw. He didn't do it. I could bite him, but that seems bad. Ugh, I need a land! If I don't draw any more lands, then he can. This will use probably. Yeah, it's not. I feel like no matter what I decide, it's not a good decision. So he's playing 3 colors, and he has all of his colors. I can't. I need 3 mana to make that happen, Papa Jr. I like the idea, but I don't have enough lands to do that. If I don't draw a land, I'm gonna have to. Well, I don't have to discard him yet. Okay, I will get rid of him. Land would be very nice, thank you. At this juncture, I would rather bite him. Yeah. Does he have unsummon? He does. Okay, and I'm going to hold back because I need to develop my board more. Especially since he can pump his guy. That's true. I don't know if that actually works. So he's threatening to activate. He can do it once. I'm willing to hold back. I'm still at 19. See what he does. So at this juncture, I think we want the spider. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana sources available to him. Okay, so at this juncture, I will be blocking. I need him to stall, and I need to get some more lands. Ugh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so this is better. We definitely like one of our protectors here. So he has only 2 cards in his hand. Could be a lot worse. Let's see how this works out. Well, now he has 3 cards. Okay, spider. If I can get a land, then I can play my shaman. Well, I got a land. Pressure or protect. I like the protector better actually. That way, subsequent plays make this. Yeah. So protector, and the next turn I'll have a blocker. I think that's what we want. Okay. So next turn we'll be able to do this. I'll have a blocker for the spider. Ooh, the smuggler's going to be annoying. And he has his own spider. Alright. Oh, he has 2 spiders. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has to be the shaman. We're going to have to start swinging with him at some point. I don't have any good attacks because he has these damn spiders. He's going to keep giving this unblockable. Pup and swing all, really? Oh, right, because that'll become Trailblazer. Interesting. He has his own Crasher. You sure that's still a good play? Clearing Aegis. Alright, I'm going to... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to Aegis him. So he'll become a 6/7. Yeah. And I'll tap. I'll tap his Mammoth Spider. No. I'm going to tap his Crasher and then swing in with the Shaman. I can only play one of these. I think I like the Crasher better at this moment. Alright, so he has a lot of good attacks here. Oh, and how many elementals? Yeah, he's gonna kill me just with that stupid smuggler. Oh, right. With the Trailblazer, where's Aerial Assault when I need it? I guess we have to get rid of this thing. These spiders are killing me. To say nothing of these two guys. I'm only down to 8. Yeah. Yeah, these spiders are really a crimp in my game. How many times can he activate this? Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is a land, he can activate it twice. Oh, not what I needed. With buff grip 4/5. I'm not seeing how they become 4/5. Oh, because yes, you're right. That was a mistake. You're quite right, Rask. I kept thinking that only its power got buffed and not its toughness. Alright, well, let's swing in with our Shaman. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot that the toughness got buffed as well. His smuggler and his 2 spiders winning the day. Can he do it again? No. All right. Oh, all right. That's that. Okay, that was not a bad game actually. One more game and then I have to stop the stream. So let's pull out all the stops on whatever karma, luck, and fate we can muster. I'm mixing a bunch of metaphors, but you get the idea. Can't jump it, he gave it unblockable. This is a terrible opening hand. Really miserable. This is better. 3-drop and a 5-drop. think the golem has to go. Dumb goblin indeed. Good card. And he got good use out of it. More power to him. Oh boy, he is laying it on. Now the life gain is nice. Excuse me. So the spider will come out next. He has only 3 cards in his hand. I hope that bodes well for us. Okay, we have, this is our last game. Anybody out there who's listening, if you have not yet made your presence known, do so now. If you would like to get a redemption code for Magic the Gathering Arena. So he's winning this race. So, no attacks. And we can bring out the angel next turn. Okay, angel for sure. Am I willing to trade this for... No, I'm not. I'll save it to block his thief. Could be a murder. Or just murder, exactly. Do I want to trade? Let's not block and see if we can draw something worthwhile. That's not bad. I can and keep mana open to give it first strike. I need 3 mana. Or alternately, I'm willing to trade, I think, a token for that. So let's attack. So what do you think? Give my guy first strike, or trade a token for the thief? Okay, I'm fine with that. And if we happen to get the protector out, then this will help that, which is a preferable use of it. Okay, nice. Speaking of which, one, two, three, 4. So I can play this and I'll still have enough mana to give him first strike. Or just block him straight up. And we go. So I can, so if he leaves all my creatures alone, which he's not, that's okay, he can still swing in for 4 next turn, I don't mind. Okay. So Ferocious Pup and swing, and we can always flash this in if need be. Resolution, we want this to resolve first. And let's swing. I could do raise the alarm. That's interesting. Should I raise the alarm before damage? And hit him for 6? And I can still block his guy with my tokens or with this guy. Yeah, I like it. That's true. Okay, not bad. He still doesn't have enough to make this thing happen. Okay. Oh, and by the way, my opponent's name is Kid for Today. Alright. Nothing lasts forever, right? That's not what I wanted. I have no good attacks because of this guy. Isn't that annoying? Well, I am not a big streamer and I am not fast. I'm gonna keep the planes. Alright, I guess I have to pass the turn and hope to draw something good. Okay, well I can always isolate that guy. In fact, I may do that. Really? Alright, so we'll pretend. I'm going to go ahead and isolate that. Buy another turn. Yeah, Inspire Charge would be fine. Another one of my flyers would be fine. That's bad. Thank you for whatever just happened. I just got some notification, but I don't know what it was. Somebody tell me what just happened. Oh, come on. Oh, not cool. Not cool. Oh! Magic is hosting. Very cool. So for those of you out there on the Magic channel, welcome to our stream. We are playing a white and green go-wide deck, which had a promising start in this game, but we have definitely stalled. We're only playing 16 lands, and we have seen 10 of them. And that's going to be hard to come back from.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here. Oh, looks like someone's
And he's going to
getting a
attack
little
with this
sweaty.
silly guy. Or not. Wonder why he's not attacking. That's weird. So I hope everybody out there had a chance to... Oh, that's a little bit better, but not much. Had a chance to enjoy the early access stream yesterday. I know I had a great time with my part of it, and from speaking with the other streamers that I have, they sounded like they had a great time with it also. Alright, I guess all I can do is save this as a defensive trick. I hear that, but you know, he can still block. No, what am I saying? Alright, maybe next turn, because things are
Let's get
things are looking down. Attack with the axe guy. Oh. Not terrible. Yeah, we're gonna do the axe guy as you suggested. X damage target creature or planeswalker. So he's gonna kill this. He's gonna kill something next turn, so we really need to deal with it. Okay, so this is instant. Sure, let's give it a try. Yeah, I don't see how either. His board is way too overdeveloped for us at this point. And this is going to be very, well, like impossible to come back from. Yeah. So he's wondering, is this a desperation move or do I have a trick up my sleeve? Well, it's both. Okay. Oh, it's just 4/4. Why did I think it was 3/3? All right. Well, all right. Why? Yeah, that was just idiotic. Why did I do that? People, tell me why I did that. And you knew folks who are watching this as part of the Magic channel. Why didn't you stop me? Should I even bother to give it first strike? Sure, why not? Yeah. Okay. So, you old timers and new timers, I need somebody to type in exclamation points PUNT, because that definitely was one. Yeah, I mean, bleh. That may be, but I'm the one driving. I'm at the steering wheel here. Boy, that was just. What happened to? Oh, because I don't have enough mana. That'll do it. Okay, that was a big. Nobody's typed it in. Seriously, somebody type it in. Why aren't you attacking? What's wrong with you? I feel like he's playing with me at this point. Yeah, it's really true. Thank you, Papa Jr. You know what? I have to stop anyway, because I do so. Does anybody have any objections to my conceding? Because I do have to stop and get on to work and stuff like that. Anybody mind if I concede? I will. I think that'll bring us to 2 losses, and I'll continue out to the rest of the series today. Probably tomorrow, actually. Any objections to a concession? Yay or nay? I'm not even going to say good game because he is slow rolling us. Okay. So those of you who are new to our stream, we don't usually punt quite as hard as that. Perhaps in the future you'll give us another try. And you can see that in the title, help me draft, and you can see why I always want more help. Not worthy of a good game. I like the way you think. Okay, so I'm going to continue this another time. Let me first see if there's anybody that I can host, and the answer is no. So have a great day, everybody. I will be streaming again on Friday at, I think, at 2 p.m. I will keep my schedule widget updated Thank you all for your help. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the old follows. Enjoy your redemption code, and remember, don't do it until they do the upgrade tomorrow. Take care, my friends.